afternoon, Ashburn U16AA1 hockey fans. This is your broadcaster, Ken Reisacker, at the Columbia Ice Rink in Columbia, Maryland, where our favorite Ashburn U16AA1 team lining up against the Howard Huskies. About a minute 30 left in the warm-up. It occurs to me, I'm always stressing out when I connect to the stream, and it doesn't show me that anybody's connected yet. That under normal, the way YouTube works for streaming and normal latency, there's a 30-second delay. So, of course it doesn't show anyone connected until about 30 seconds into stream, which is exactly what happened today. Good afternoon, Joy Out. We are here, as I said, at Columbia, Maryland. Will is expected to be in net today. Luke played yesterday to our victory. We're right at center ice, and I was trying to look up the statistics and see how Howard has done, but I didn't get there, so we'll just have to figure it out. We will find out over the next hour and a half. It showed 11 people. I now see Chris's comment that it shows 11 people. So there's a little bit of lag of people join up. Columbia looks like they've got a relatively full bench. I'm trying to look and see if I wasn't paying that close attention. If we're missing anybody other than Joey. Luke doing his job, fishing pucks out of the net like a fisherman, like a guy who pulls things out of a net. I don't see Kyle out there today. He'd normally take the first drop, but I don't see his number. I don't know if we have a scheduling conflict with our captain. Navigation error? I'm not sure what. Kyle is out today. Confirmed. Thank you, Chris. Good, I got help here on the screen to keep me honest. So we continue to have to rise to the occasion. We got no Kyle, we got no Joey. Get him! But we have a unique perspective. In most rinks, the timing booth is on the opposite side from the stands. We are, in fact, right behind it, so we'll get a better view of the officials' calls. Jarrett takes a face-off. Puck initially snatched out by Will Schneider. Handoff to Landon Street. Defense knocks it away from him, and he struggles to get it back. We got freshly zammed ice, of course, since the beginning of the game, and there I can see them, Landon struggling a little bit with that slippery ice. Oh, suspended, of course. That is right. Kyle got that major last game. So, goalie covered the puck, or he kind of slid it in there, and we'll take the next drop. Same lineup. Maybe not. They're sending Will off for unknown reasons. It's like a mount guard issue or equipment issue. Looks like Colin is heading back in to replace him. My guess is that it's a mount guard. Either way, we'll let them figure that out because play is resuming over at the spot. Jarrett took the face off. Huskies come up with it. Landon tries to slap it down as they cross the line. They're going to take it through the neutral zone, shoot well wide of Will's net. I think that was Aiden chipped it out into the corner. Came up and around. Colin fights it out into neutral ice where he loses it, but Jarrett's going to pick it up, hands it back to the D. They pass it back up to Jarrett. He will take it across the line. And behind the net. Over to Landon. Landon into Colin. He tries to tip it in. Defense knocks it away. Shot! And it's in. I think that was a long wrister from by Aiden. I was busy watching something else. So we'll put our first point on the board. Score is 1-0 with 16 minutes and 6 seconds left to play in the first period. Less than a minute. Aiden's sinking them. Sam Seeger will take the face off. Colin stays out. That's his usual line, I think. Or will be today. Paul Allison the other wing. Long pass back. Noah picks it up. Finds the pass to Paul, except it bounces off of his stick. Unclean reception there. Mason crosses to Noah. Noah up to Colin, over to Sam. Sam takes it into the zone with a vengeance. Brings it in close. Fires across. Paul could not tip it. Too much juice on it. Paul will pick it up after Mason stops it along the boards. Paul, fancy moves, gets it up through the paint. Sam cannot tap it in. Couldn't get too much defensive pressure, just couldn't get there in time. It's going to come back around. Colin will try to pick it up and pushes it back. It's going to come all the way around to number 30. He'll try to get it out past Noah. Passes up to his teammate, number 92, White, who stayed through the neutral zone, hammered into the boards by Noah, who then just takes the puck, eases it around to Mason. Mason, long, it chips off of the door in the ice and didn't go smooth. Some little projection along the boards there. All right, there's Mason back up to Paul. Loses possession as he's a little off balance. Noah takes it up, hands off to Colin. Colin into the zone, dumps it and heads towards the bench. Sam will go back and try to take it. Successfully takes it, making it look easy. Nice quick pass to Jack, who snipes it, and the goalie's going to hold on to it. Number 61, the Huskies goalie. I'd tell you his name if I knew it. Grayson Cantarella, fresh off the bench. I think this is his first shift. Puck's going to come back to Dylan, playing defense for today, or at least for the moment. Back to Grayson behind the net. Tried to shuffle it over to Shane along the boards. Defense is getting double teamed there. Shane moves in to try to help out. And steals it back. Gets it right up to the paint where Grayson backhands it and goalie's going to hold on to it. Nice teamwork between Shane and Grayson. Didn't put a point on the board, but easily could have had that goalie not been quite on his game. Keep doing it, sooner or later he will make a mistake. Jarrett will start the next shift. Puck goes into the corner where Jarrett will pick it up. Pops behind the net where Will, off the boards, back to Jarrett. Just skates around number 5. Can't get it out there. And there's along the boards, into the center. Nobody was there to capitalize. Number 5, White. Does a nice job passing it out, but they're going to lose it, and we'll get it back. That was Matt Johnson up to Landon, up to Jarrett. Near clear shot off the goalie's pads. Jarrett picks up the rebound, brings it back out, drops it back behind the net. Will Schneider tried to get it over to Landon. Landon's going to get it back from the defense. Off the post and bounces out. And a quick shot, high angle there from Landon. Landon up to Will, tries to backhand it into the net. Stopped by the defense. Matt Johnson fires from the blue line, ends up behind the net. Will pass out from behind the net. It'll come back to Matt. Matt chips it back into the corner, bouncing past Jarrett's stick, and they're going to go all the way out, bouncing over Matt's stick and down. No icing call. I guess they think Matt had the opportunity or something to. Maybe Matt touched it. I'm not sure. Colin, fresh off the bench. picks up the loose puck and skates it in. Sam helping out, takes that puck, skates it into the paint where it'll be covered before he can get the shot off. He was fighting through some defensive pressure there. Same line stays out. Sam, Paul, and Colin. Puck's off in the corner, and Huskies will take it. They try to send it along the boards, but Paul traps it with his body. As he's trying to get oriented, Huskies get it back. They'll send it too long, giving Aiden a chance. He's going to send it long. It'll be icing on him. He's waving his hands like he disagrees with the call, but like I don't know how he can disagree with that one. he clearly iced it. I'm not sure what he thought he was arguing about. Maybe it was something else. The length of his shift, maybe, I don't know. Sam took the face-off, handoff to Colin, who's going to tries to just change the pace and throws himself into acceleration to get it out, but turned around and shot, punched up in the safety net by Will Mellor. I love how chill Will looks when he's in net. Like when the play stops, he's just like leaning, like just relaxed. It's calm as a cucumber. It's a good shape for goalie, I think. That's Paul behind the net, around to Noah. Noah finding the pass to Colin. Nice reception. He's gonna hit the gas and drive it in. Loses an edge, goes down. It's just outside of the goalie's reach. He tried to cover it, but puck just had a little too much motion. That smooth ice. 45 White dumps it into the neutral zone. Paul skating backwards, hands it off to himself. This time he'll find the pass up to Noah off the boards. Noah takes it into the zone. Almost drops it, but oh, nice! And that was I think was Noah Robinson unassisted. I thought for a moment like he did a little handoff to Paul to snap it in, but I'd have to go back and look at it. From the angle I was watching it, Paul was kind of there like he was ready to help, but I don't think he actually touched it. I think that was all Noah all the time. Nice job. Score is 2-0 with 11 minutes 49 seconds left in the first period. Grayson Cantrell takes face-off. He's going to skate it up to the line and dump it. Shane Sewick fighting behind the net to get it back. Or at least to get it out and do something with it. Drops it around the boards to Grayson. Grayson kicks it backwards through his own feet, intended for Shane. I can't see. Oh, that was Mason along the boards with Jack Klein coming in to help. Mason giving a little shove there. Slap shot by Shane Sewick. Goalie smashed the legs closed and holds on to it. Stopping the clock. We're up 2-0. 11 minutes and 17 seconds left in the first period. Grayson Cantarella takes the next face-off again. This time almost got to Jack, but Huskies pick it up. They're going to get to the line where Mason tries to chip it off, but does not happen. Spencer picks it up in our defensive zone, up to Shane. Shane pops it along off Grayson's stick into the corner. As Grayson's fighting to get possession, Huskies bring it out behind the net. They'll pass it up. Tries to get to their guy. Spencer's leaning on him, and both of them miss the puck. Mason will pick it up. Takes it behind his net, off the boards, up into neutral ice. Off of Jack's stick to Grayson. Grayson skates it back behind the net, into the slot. Shane pounds it into the goalie. He's going to hold on to it. Nice save. A nice play, though, by Ashburn. Like, nice coordination. Like they rehearsed. Like they practiced that one. Hopefully they did practice that one. Otherwise, why the hell am I driving out to Ashburn twice a week? All right, Jared Ireland will take the next faceoff. Will Schneider and Landon Street on wing. Dylan off the boards, turns it back to Will. Will cross to Landon into the zone. Sticked away. Landon's not used to losing it. Schneider cross to Jarrett. Jarrett losing an edge, falls down, tries to chip it back to Landon. He misses the reception. Huskies get it through the neutral zone and dump it into the backfield. Picked up by Matt Johnson. Hits the brakes and then shoots the puck all the way around out past. It's going to be icing. No icing call, I guess. You know, right by the guy. So Schneider over to Landon, up through the slot, into the slot, backhanded shot by Will Schneider. Goalie holds on to it. Stop the clock. We're up 2-0, 9 minutes and 50 seconds left in the first period. Sam Seeger takes face off. Comes back out to Miles. Miles up back up to Sam. It's going to go past him though. And Huskies will fire it around the boards from behind the net. Paul, as he tries to chip it out, gets hammered. Miles fires it, hits some kid in the shin. It's going to come back out long. Noah will get there first. Finds the long pass up to Paul, off his skate to Colin. Colin takes it into the zone. Looking for a pass, finds Paul a little bit behind him though. Sam picks up the puck in the corner. Can't see what he's doing. He had pretty good visibility here, but not always in those corners. All right, Paul tries to skate it through, loses it. Noah's going to help out. Gets turned around though. This time, Paul unexpectedly picking up for Noah on defense. Skates it back behind the net through, chips it up along the boards. Colin will pick it up. Colin gets hammered, and they will send, I think, number 7 to the box. No, Sam's going to the box. I'm sorry. I thought it was going to be on the... All right, I think we're going to have 2. I think it's going to be 4 on 4. Sam went to the box. No, I'm sorry. I got the gimbal in the wrong mode. I didn't realize I'm not pointing down. I'm holding it. Hopefully, the camera angles haven't been as terrible as I think they probably were. I apologize for that. The gimbal the standard mode is that it actually tries to keep the camera level, which I find is not great for hockey games. When you want to be able to point it down, see behind the boards. So we got 2 minutes on the clock for number 55, that's Sam, and 5 minutes for number 7. He's the one I thought was going to be into the box. So I almost wonder if Sam's penalty wasn't, I mean, he made a snarky comment as he like waved goodbye, and whether that was unsportsmanlike or something. I didn't see Sam do anything aside from that, which was after the play. All right, that's Spencer bringing it all the way out into neutral ice, past Jack Klein, and it's going to be offsides. Deliberate offsides. Offense right now consists of Jared Ireland and Jack Klein. Defense is Aiden Harrison and Spencer Combs. Jared taking face off as usual. Puck's going to come back to Spencer. Across to Aiden. Aiden, slap shot. Deflected up blocker side into the glass. Spencer along the boards intended for Jarrett. Intercepted by number 96. And we got a call against, I think it was against Ashburn. Yeah, Spencer. That's not great. That'll put us at 4-on-3 as Spencer goes to the box. So Jarrett stays out as our sole offensive player. Mason and Noah on D. So tough officials here today. Puck's come right to Will after the drop. He will cover it, stopping the clock. Eating 2 seconds off of the various penalties. Jarrett hands it back to Noah. Noah tries to send it along the boards. They'll bring it across. Chipped away by Mason into the corners. Noah picks it up behind the net as Mason hit that kid into the boards. Noah hits the gas. He is fast when he wants to be. Hands off to Jarrett. Beautiful, smooth. Noah tries to chip it in back door. Saved by the goalie. Noah will pick up the loose puck. Hand off to Jarrett. He's playing over. Passes it out to Mason. Bounces off his skate and it'll be offsides. I don't know if he meant to just bring it out. I guess he probably did. Seems like Jarrett could have kept it in the zone if he'd chosen to. Didn't have to go back out and neutral ice to Mason, but it's fine. We're going to pick it back up at the center. Grayson Cantarella takes the drop. Aiden tries to poke at it. He's going to end up with possession, find up off the boards, and it'll be offsides just by inches. But that's all it takes. Grayson taking the face off. Jack Klein will come briefly out of possession. Well, it wasn't even possession. Got a stick on it. He'll get it out into neutral ice and send it long. It'll be icing against us. But considering we got 2 men in the box, they've only got 1. Any time we can eat up is probably good. We will, presumably, since theirs was a 5-minute major. May end up with a power play at the end if we can successfully defend this one, or I guess even if we can't, unless we get a shorty maybe. Although actually a shorty won't take off the major, right? All right, that's Eden fighting along the boards. Comes up with the puck and flicks it backwards. It'll be stopped by the number 15 at the point. Back along the boards. This time Aiden hammers it again. Going back and forth between the two of them. Aiden out to Jack Klein in the neutral zone. He was going to hit the gas. Nobody between him and the net. Shoots wide of the net. Hits the glass. Nearly picked up by 15. Shovels it along the boards. Aiden was there, and I guess the puck was either bouncing or rolling right over his stick. 20-something. Shoots into Will's chest, and the puck just... Aiden tried to do something, and bouncing puck eluded him, and Will eventually covered it. We're back to 4-on-4 play. Sam's out of the box. Spencer's still got 21 seconds left to serve. Doing time. There's Spencer. All right. Face-off taken by Jared Ireland. Hammered into the corner by Huskies. It's going to go long. Jared races to get there. It looks like he will make it. He gets there, but about the same time as number 5. He takes the puck away, but then they shoulder each other into the board. Sam will get it back. Out to, I think that was Matt Johnson took the shot, covered by the goalie. Stopping the clock. We are back to full strength. We have another 2 minutes and 32 seconds on the Huskies penalty. Jarrett took the face-off. It's going to come out to Aiden, across to Landon. Landon back to Jarrett. Over to Paul. Paul brings it in, shoots for that high angle. Ends up behind the net. Back out, number 30, White. Tries to get it out, successfully gets it up to the blue line, but Aiden gets it back. That's Will, across to Landon. Landon takes him to the zone. Fancy stick handling, loses it under defensive pressure. 28 gets it away from him. Dumps it back to Aiden. Aiden back into the corner where, I thought it was going to go all the way to Jared. I couldn't see Landon standing there behind along the boards. Schneider over to Jarrett. Jarrett out into the slot. Schneider off balance, trips. Jarrett hits the gas, and they're going to ice it. Ashburn will send out fresh legs. Presumably both teams. Minute 38 left in the power play. We are up 2-0, and we've got 5 minutes and 28 seconds left in the first period. Grayson Cantrell will take the face off. Grayson over to Shane, over to Sam, back to Spencer, off the boards back to Shane, behind the net, off the boards up to Sam, Sam back to Shane, tries to find a hole, it's going to go wide, and then Spencer reaches for it and is going to go passing. Sam has to pick it up all the way to our defensive zone. Pass it up to Spencer, Spencer to Jack, chips over to Grayson, intended for Grayson. 74 White knocks it aside. Grayson's going to get it back. Finds the pass to Shane, who stops it. Sam tries to hand it off to Shane. I'm sorry, Sam. Shane behind the net. Shane to Sam, slap shot behind, well wide. Jack picks it up off the bounce. Around the boards to Grayson. Grayson looking for something. Hands it back behind the boards, behind the net to Jack. Out, Spencer. Into the paint, and Grayson chips it in off the rebound. That'll put the third point on the board for Ashburn. The score is 3-0. We got 4 minutes, 21 seconds left. There was 31 seconds left in the penalty, which I believe is, if you have to, I have to apologize for, despite the number of the 3 years I've been broadcasting, sometimes it's rules. I know the basics. I believe their guy stays in. That penalty continues because it was a major. All right, Jarrett. Pass back to the defense. They get it up to Will. Will dump it behind the net, counting on teammate either Landon or Jarrett to get it back. Neither of them do, so Will just take it back. This time he's going to hand it off a little more directly to Landon. Landon tries to get it to Dylan, who tries to chip it in back door. Defense knocks it away. Comes back out to Jarrett unexpectedly at the point. Schneider under pressure. Landon out to Will. Cross to Dylan. He reaches, can't quite get there. Mason at the point will do it, and they are back to full strength, I believe. Jarrett chips it around the boards to Dylan. As it heads out in the neutral zone, Schneider will pick it up, hands it across the ice to Mason. They're going to turn it back around. Mason in the neutral zone tries to get it away. 45, stick handles it away from him. Mason takes it away from him again from behind. Rockets it around the glass, out to neutral ice. Schneider picks it up from there. He'll dump it long and heads towards back to the bench. Jarrett around the boards to Landon. Back to Jarrett. Cross to where Colin was almost. Out to Noah, a little bit too far back to keep the play going. But Colin will take it back in. Colin, cross to Landon. A little behind him. He stops and regroups. Tries to hand it up to Mason or somebody. They'll send it long. Landon around the boards to Noah. Noah, nice stick handling, back across to Mason. Mason, I thought he was going to pass it. I think I started panning the camera and he skated with it instead. All right. Okay. Unexpected is good. That's Mason along the boards to Colin. Tries to get it up. Noah trying to juggle it with his stick. Hits the gas, takes it into the zone. Outskates the kid and gets tripped from behind. Huskies parents not happy with that call. Number 5, serving time in the stand. Doing time in the box. I've got the Eddie from Ohio song, Doing Time Under the Lifeguard Stand in my head. All right, there's Landon Street, fires in, the goalie's going to hold on to it. As Jarrett took the face off, I believe. Immediately hand off to Landon. We're up, as a reminder, 3-0. We've got 2 minutes and 7 seconds left in the first period. There is music playing, which means there is likely to be a copyright strike on this video after the fact. They won't interrupt the live stream, but odds are decent the video may not be available. I can try to mute the songs out, but it takes forever. It's like you have to do one song at a time. It takes a couple hours for Matt Johnson. I'm sorry, I thought it was Matt. No, that was Will. I saw the 5 on the jersey, and for some reason I thought it was Matt. It was actually Will Schneider. It was a high stick call, so shot went in after the high stick call had already happened. Disappointed boys out there thought they put a 4th point on the board. Did not count. There was no whistle, which is kind of odd. I guess it was deferred penalty. Or something. I don't know exactly what happened there. Spencer rockets it around through neutral ice. Number 7, he tries to do something, and Grayson just got a skate in there. Jack Klein intercepts loose puck, takes it into the zone, hits the brakes. Loose puck will come back to Shane. Shane, number 30, fighting hard. Shane's going to send it to where someone should have been at the point, but nobody was. All right. It was a little bit outside the line anyway. All right, Shane's going to drive it back behind the net. Looking for a pass or something. Sometimes it just gets... All right, right into the paint. Grayson tries to backhand it into the net. Blind shot. Goalie will trap it with his knees. Stopping the clock. We got 1:04 seconds left in the first period. We're still up 3-0. Grayson took the face-off. It's going to come back to Shane. Shane, drop pass to Spencer. The blind pass. Spencer fires it in. Goalie's going to cover it. Stop the clock. Remember, we have 52 seconds left to play. We have got 40 seconds left of power play with this guy, number 5, in the box still. Grayson Cantarella will take the face-off. Same lines out there. Try that one again. Grayson, Jack. Quick backhand as Grayson was tangled up with the other forward, other center. Spencer chases the puck back behind Will's net. Finds the pass to Shane. Shane hits the gas. He'll take it into the zone. Loses it, but gets it back. And as a goalie stopped it, as whatever shot that I couldn't really well see. Some yokel was blocking my view. .31 1/10 left in the first period. 18 seconds left in the power play. Jarrett with the face-off. Slap shot by Matt Johnson. Bounces out. Miles picks up the bounce. 92 under pressure. Jarrett tries to knock it away. There's a little foot race going on. Miles will get there. Takes it away from 92. Off the glass into the safety net. Stopping the clock with 10.6 seconds left to go. We're still up 3-0. No shot clock here at this rink. Quick little shot there by number 20. Deflected aside. It sounded like it hit Will's stick. It's going to go all the way down. 1.7 seconds left to go. Kind of surprised they didn't just let it run out. Although, not that surprised. A lot can happen in 1.7 seconds. Well, maybe not that much, but enough. They pulled their goalie and sent an extra offensive player out there. Hardly seems worthwhile. Will tries to shoot on the empty net. And that'll end the first period. We're up 3-0 against the Howard Huskies here at their home ice in Columbia, Maryland. You know, people say lawyers are all bad news, but, 99% of lawyers are giving the rest a bad name. I have this special pen that writes underwater, and lots of other words. So a baby seal walks into a club. That's it, the whole joke. Okay. This is, you see all the parents trying to get these close-up shots of coach doing his job. We don't usually get this perspective right over his shoulder. I've heard there's a coin shortage in America, which I guess means that America is lacking common sense. I don't know. I've heard that 100% of all people enjoy fake statistics. I've also heard that 87.2% of all statistics are made up on the spot. Alright, we are getting ready for the second period. Goalies appear to be ready. Officials appear to be ready. The players, almost, as soon as 45 White gets to the circle, we will get this thing going. Sam Seeger with face-off. Puck comes back to Sam. He shovels it through the legs of Paul Allison, who has to turn around and go pick it back up. He's going to bring it back. Gets it back to behind the net, but he outskates his own puck. Colin racing in, fights to get it up to the slot, knocked away. It's going to come out to the neutral ice where Dylan Osterberg has to shift to defense since we've got a shortage of offensive players. He certainly knows his position, played most of defense most of last year. Sam brings it into the zone. Hand off to Colin under defensive pressure. Colin back to Paul. Paul also almost loses an edge. Cross to Dylan. Dylan tries to chip it. Took his eye off at the wrong time. Around to Colin behind the net. Colin tries to bring it out. Skates the player out, giving Sam a chance. He'll take it behind the net, and defense keeps him boxed up. Out to the slot. Paul couldn't get there before number 45 White did. It'll come out to Mason. Mason up to Paul. Paul hesitates a beat to let teammates clear the zone. Paul back to Mason. Mason cross to Dylan. Off the boards, back to Mason. Hand up to Colin. Colin hits the gas, hits the brakes, turns it around. Nice way to fake him out. Backhands it right to the paint. Goalie makes an easy save. That's a challenge. He looked like he almost hesitated on that backhand shot. Gotta be hard to keep perfectly oriented if you're gonna go on net. Probably better could have just handed it off to Grayson, who was right there, but I'm not sure he had the chance to see it. All right, Grayson took the face-off, came right back to Aiden. Aiden pounds it from the point. Back up to Grayson, who backhands it, top shelf into the top of the net, right past the Huskies goalie. Putting a fourth point on the board, Grayson Cantarella. I think that was, if my short-term memory works, which it usually does not, I think it was off a rebound from Aiden Harrison. St. Lion takes the next drop. It's going to come back to Aiden, who kind of just does nothing with it. Jack Klein has to pursue it into the corner. Aiden's fighting to get it back, regain his honor. Little help from Grayson. Puck's going to end up behind Will's net. Spencer pounds it around. It's going to go all the way out to the point. And stopped at the last second. That should have been out, I think. Certainly, maybe. It was hard to see. A lot of, I can hear JT claiming it was out. And Jack Klein, backdoor assist from Grayson. Actually, I'm not sure it was an assist so much as I think Grayson took the shot. Goalie, I think it was off the goalie's pads. That'll be 5-0 Ashburn with 15 minutes and 1 second left in the second period. Grayson, I'm sorry, that was Jarrett took the face-off and chased the puck in. Landon, far down on a near breakaway. Yeah, Jarrett took the face-off and then just immediately lost an edge. So right, that's the genius of Landon Street. Kid's got moves. The first leg's out there for the Huskies. They're going to come up with the puck after the face-off. Immediately pound it down the center. where Matt Johnson will pick it up. Finds a long pass to Landon Street. Again, no one between him and the goalie. And off the goalie's pad. I think it may have ricocheted off his stick up over his own pad, putting a 7th point on the board. Landon Street, unassisted. Or at least I think it was unassisted. I can't remember back so far to who passed it to him. That was maybe Matt Johnson. Usually they send it right down the center, and then Matt off the boards up to Landon. Jared Ireland takes the face-off. Score is 7-0. 14 minutes and 41 seconds. Off the face-off, Landon Street has it again. This time he's going to hand it off to Schneider, who sends it over the net. Landon will pick it up along the boards behind. Jarrett, fancy moves there. Noah tries to keep it in play. Under pressure from number 30, can't quite do it. It's going to go back rolling long. Matt Johnson will pick it up deep in behind the Ashburn end line. Out into the center. A little backhanded shot by number 92. Bounced off a couple skates before it got to Will, who shoveled it aside. Out, up. I thought that should have been offsides. That was Jared Ireland taking the shot. Slap shot by Matt Johnson. Deflects off him. Stick. Slap shot by Noah. A rebound off the goalie into Landon's chest. He tries to get the shot in. It's going to come back out. Matt Johnson again wanted to shoot it. Could tell he was thirsty. A little too thirsty perhaps. Noah hits the gas. He's going to skate it back through. Fires. Goalie knocks it aside with his glove. Now it kind of feels like we're just playing with him. Like, I suddenly realize how much fun it is to just go in with speed, outskate these guys. That's Sam carries it through and behind the net. Off the boards out to Miles. Miles fires. Goalie's going to stop it. Hold it. Holds on to it. Sam Seeger with a face-off, shovels it back to Dylan. Dylan, flicks it under the safety net for no obvious reason. That's all right. We'll just try that again. We seem to have some real energy for a moment there. Let's see if we can get that back. That was fun. That was fun. All right, Sam Seeger takes a face-off. It's going to come back to Paul Allison. Defense knocks it aside. Dylan cross to Miles. Ooh, intercepted, and a quick pass up to 28. Miles chases it, gets it back. Skates it through the neutral zone. Outskates some guy, brings it in close, shoots over the top of the net. Miles isn't at the point. Colin has to fill in. That's okay, he does it. Gets it back behind the net to Sam. Passes it out in the slot where defense knocks it away. 28 carries it through, out in the neutral ice. Cross to Miles from Dylan. Back to Colin. He touches it as it goes by. He'll chase it back behind the net. Shane Sewick, fresh off the bench. Keeps it in play, comes out. Sam tries to get it. Defense will knock it out to neutral zone. Miles, cross to Shane, and they're calling that offsides. Meh. There was an earlier call where I feel like Shane was offsides. This one he was not. He was not offsides, but it compensates, I guess. I'm not supposed to do that. I'm sure that wasn't intentional. All right, Grayson took the face-off back to Mason, and it's going to be offsides as it went briefly back out with out and into the zone. We got the score of 7-0. 12 minutes and 7 seconds left in the second period. Grayson Cantarola takes it. It comes right back to the defense. Mason to Noah, up to Shane. Up intended for Grayson. It kind of went past him. Jack helped out. A little back and forth there. All right, Noah being in the right place at the right time, knocks the puck aside. Shane snatches it and off the boards up to Jack Klein. Jack tries to get it into the paint, or into the slot, I should say. Defense knocks it aside. 37 White will chase it all the way down with Mason. Keep the pressure on. Mason gets it back. Up to Jack. This time Noah will pick it up behind the net. Off the boards up to Shane. Shane flicks it off of something way up into the ceiling. Stop the clock. We got 11 minutes, 16 seconds left. Both teams will take this opportunity to put some fresh legs out there. I will take this moment to remind you that it takes many screws to build a crib, but only one to fill it. Jared Island takes face off. Spencer rockets it around the boards up to past Will Schneider. Landon sees it, opportunity, takes that puck. Tries to center it, hits the kid's skate, and it's off into the corner where Jarrett across to Spencer. Spencer up to Mace. I'm sorry, that was Aiden. Up to Landon. Drop it back. Centers it to Jarrett. Shot deflected by the goalie. Landon picks up behind the net. Will Schneider in the corner. Tips it somehow back out to Spencer. I couldn't see what happened there. Landon brings it out. Tries to get it to Jarrett, who's a little off balance. I'm sorry, that was Will, not Jarrett. Jarrett was the one behind the net. Either way, long, almost icing. Aiden picks it up before it gets there. Finds the long pass to Landon. Landon, fancy little Landon move. Tries to blind backhanded pass behind himself. Did not work. Defense gets it back, turns it around. Spencer will pick it up. Hits the gas, looking for a pass. Finds Landon. Landon this time outskates the kid. Gets it back up to Spencer. He puts it in. Back door. Putting an 8th point on the board for Ashburn. 10 minutes exactly left in the second period. Nice to let the defense score now and then. Thank you, Landon. Seeger takes face off. Briefly, number 20 White had it, but Paul takes it away from him. Off the boards. Colin pick it up and neutral ice. Outskates number 98. Brings it up in close. Knocked aside by number 96 on the defense. Matt Johnson pounds it in. Hits 99? No, 98 again in the shoulder. They'll send it long. No icing call. Miles picks it up deep. Finds the pass up to Colin. Colin takes it in the zone. Across to Paul. Off Paul's skate. It's going to slide into the paint where it'll be covered. Again, we're still 8-0. Score of 9:20. I'm sorry, time of 9:20 left in the second period. Sam Seeger with the face-off. Paul picks up the puck, skates behind the net. Pursued by his evil twin, number 5 White. Tries to get it into the slot, knocked away by the defense. Fights to get it back with a little help from Colin. It'll come off the boards to Matt Johnson, kicked aside by the goalie. Colin, over to Paul. Paul skates it in, tries to center it. It's again deflected by his evil twin. 5 White, cross to 37 White. Matt Johnson will get there first. We're just outskating these guys. That's the main thing. They just aren't as fast as we are, for the most part. That's Sam fighting to get up to the slot. Defense knocked the puck aside. Out to Miles. Miles, wrister, bounces, and the goalie's going to cover it. Little slapping after the play was over, but there wasn't a whistle yet, so. Clearly the goalie had it, but a little bit of a late whistle. Both teams put fresh legs out. After a host of penalties in the first period, had a relatively clean second period. Players just seem more spread out. Jack Klein bringing it in. Gets it up to the slot. Tries to hit it over to Shane. That's a little bit out of his reach. Shane off the boards back to Jack. Jack hits nice little moves there. Fakes player out. All right, my apologies. App crashed for no obvious reason. There was I'm not sure when exactly it crashed. It looked like it was right after the point. But we put a 9th point on the board. That's Shane Sewick skating it around off the new drop. We got 7 minutes, 52 seconds left in the second period. Across to Dylan, tried to bring it into the slot. Defense knocked it away. Comes back out to the point where Jack couldn't keep it going, but Shane takes it back in. Under pressure, gets it out into no man's land. It'll come back out and neutralized, chased by Grayson. 44 White. Jason takes his eye off it, whiffs it, gets it back. Up along the boards to Mason. Mason annoyed. Offsides call. He lost the puck and Jack Klein took it into the zone. It looked to me like he was still one leg on the line, but they're going to call that one offsides. That's fine. We're up 9-0. 7 minutes and 17 seconds left in the second period. Jared Ireland takes the face-off, comes up in zone possession, then hands off to Will Schneider. Takes a shot. It's going to pop up high. Bouncing. Landon Street recovers it in the corner. Jarrett steals it and tries to get a shot off behind the net. Landon back over. Jarrett diving, knocks it over to Noah. Noah hits the gas, skates it through, fires wide of the net, hits the glass. Bounced, I think, into the safety net or something. I think was the stoppage there. To be honest, I'm not positive. So my apologies for losing the stream there for a moment. Actually have pretty good connectivity here. Jarrett takes face off, it's going to come back to Noah. Noah across to Landon. Landon takes his eye off and whiffs it. Gets it back, shoots. Goalie stops it. It's going to come back out. Spencer. Cross intended for Noah. Noah wasn't expecting it. Went behind him. Struggles to get it back. They're going to hit the gas and take it into the zone. Through Noah's, or as a whistle there. I think it's going to be on Noah. Six waves at him. He's smiling, this kid, number 6. He's going to the box for gloating, which was exactly what, we had a penalty early when, I forget who it was. That was like our first penalty. I don't think it was like Shane or somebody. It was a little waving goodbye. I don't want to malign Shane. I don't remember who it was. But they sent him to the box for 2 minutes. This time we're going to have offsetting penalties. Both teams will, I think it should be 5-on-5, but it looks like they're playing 4-on-4. No, I'm sorry. It is, we got 5 out there. Should be 5-on-5. Yeah, all right. It is 5-on-5. Nobody told the Huskies coach, because apparently he knows the rules even less than I do. 74 takes a slap shot. Will makes an easy pad save. Matt Johnson around the boards up to Colin. Colin backhands it off the boards into center. Sam chips it up to Paul. Not crisp passes. These guys, when you had time to at least figure out. All right, Matt Johnson brings it, stops it as it comes back out of neutralized. Hands it back to Miles. Miles along the boards. Gloves down by Colin. Colin up to Paul. Paul through the legs, then has to chase his puck and get it back. Johnson hammers along the boards, back to Paul. Johnson takes his eye off it, whiffs it as he tries to send it to Paul, but it'll come out to neutralize. Colin brings it back in with a vengeance. Tries for a quick pass to Sam. Didn't have the angles right as he was off balance. Paul cross to Miles. Miles wrister. Goalie stops it with the chest and then drops it and covers it. 5 minutes, 31 seconds left to go. We're up 9-0. Anybody remember what the mercy rules are? Is this a CBHL game? I assume it's a CBHL game. I think they got a running clock. Is that what happens? All right, Grayson took the face off. That was Jack who helped him out. A little quick spin pass Shane tries to do a backhand shot, misses the net also. Jack along the boards, trapped with number 70. A little 2-on-1. Puck squirts out. 92 White will get there first. Rejected by Grayson. I think it's going to be back in the corner. They're going to send it bouncing and come out to neutralize. Mason hits the brakes, skates it back up into the zone. Shoves 92 out of the way. Shane will pick up the loose puck. Shane almost lets it go out and then chips it back in the corner where he thought about chasing it and then decided that Grayson was closer. 92 White out into neutralize Dylan across to Grayson. Grayson dumps it. 70 White around. Dylan will pick it up from there. Gets it up to the slot. Loses it, but Sam's there to back him up. I'm sorry, that's Jack. Jack over to Shane. Shane through the center. Nobody there to touch it. That was Dylan off of Jarrett. Out to Mason along the boards here. Dylan will knock it aside. Back up to Will, I think. When did Will come off the bench? I didn't see that happen. They're going to send it long. It'll actually have to be played by Will Mellon. Mason, beautiful long pass all the way to Will Schneider. And he feeds it to Landon, who hammers it in backdoor. And that's the end. They knew the rules better than me. It's not running clock. It is just mercy. We are done early. 3 minutes, 52 seconds left in the second period. Not really, because we're just done 10-0 over the Howard Huskies. Sorry, boys. Thanks for hosting us. It was nice of you. I should have looked at the comments there. Yes, that is correct. Thank you, Chris. You always forget from CBHL versus AHF versus when we're playing at those, like, whatever the conference is. Thanks for watching. This will conclude this weekend's broadcast. We will be back next weekend. I don't even remember what the schedule is. Usually I try to look ahead, but I couldn't be bothered. Sorry for the short. Not that sorry. It was fun. I had jokes I didn't even use. That's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe and ring the bell if you'd like to get notified when the stream goes live or when I schedule them. There was, don't forget to be awesome. Don't do anything I wouldn't enjoy, and we will.